Right, Shalom. Brother Kaya from the gym, Master Louisiana Saints, coming back at you with another ride and talk. Prior to get started, as I always do, I'd like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kabadash, by honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, salutations to the Agam that's pushing the truth to sincerity, and Lord willing this video be edifying first and foremost to the whole free elect, then to those that cleave to the body. And if you can see on the screen here, it says, ruin a bad guy's day. If you see something, say something. All right. Now this terminology was coined. All right. First and foremost, I believe in New York. All right. Dealing with the buses or the trains. All right. But the men of the Lord, all right, Ben had to see something, say something, spirit on them, man. All right. They're the watchmen who hold their peace day nor night. All right. And they haven't been removed into a corner. All right. The prophets been having the kahunas, all right, to call out, you know, the actual bad guy of the earth, all right? The guy that's causing all the chaos and the confusion. You see? So that's yeah, you know, the men of the Lord are the real men who basically you know, call out wickedness and wrongdoing, you see? Because and not only do we do it against the enemy, all right, we do it against our own people, which is 2/3 of our people of Israel, all right, who refuse to return and be disobedient unto the Lord. Okay? This is, let's prove that. This is Leviticus 5:1. It says, and if a soul sin and hear the voice of swearing and is a witness, whether he has seen or known of it, if he do not utter it, then he shall bear his iniquity. All right? So we do it amongst our own people too, man. All right? You got Black Lives Matters, all right, trying to contextualize this saying, recontextualize, all right? Because I got a quick little article I won't go in. It's from June 14, 2020 by Bailey Benningfield, all right? It's from Knock LA, Black Lives Matter, all right? It says Black Lives Matter wants to recontextualize. If you see something, say something. All right, now. It said instead of calling on communities to surveillance one another, Black Lives Matter uses the slogan to encourage us to look out for our neighbors. All right, which is a tactic to cause to divide and conquer, man. All right, and you got this you know, this jab in the earth, which our people is you know. There's been a lot of division amongst the people concerning those who jabbed up and those who ain't, all right? So it's causing conflict, confusion, all right? And that's what it's all about, is a propaganda confusion, all right? And conflict, so you got to get in the ratting spirit, which our people, all right, our people actually see wickedness being done, all right, amongst our own people, talking about Israelites. All right, they'll watch somebody murder one of their friends they grew up with and be like, I can't say nothing. All right, but all of a sudden, your enemy comes out with a, if you see something, say something. Now you're ready to report the suspicious activity, man. All right, but if your enemy tell you do it, you do it. But your own kind can kill your own kind, though, yet you don't report that. All right, the men of the Lord are spiritual news reporters. All right, we're reporting the true wickedness and crime that's created on earth, that's being done in the earth to our Heavenly Father, man. It says that, you know, the righteous cry continually. All right? About what? Yeah, we telling on the wicked, man. The righteous tells on the wicked, man. All right? It says to our Lord, even though yet his eyes is 10,000 times brighter than the sun, though yet he see everything. But let me get into this article. It says, to live in America is to be familiar with the phrase, if you see something, say something. Yeah, that's on airplanes, all right, wherever it's at, man. But they getting you into that spirit to be against one another, all right? That's what it's all about. Anyone who has taken a bus or flown a plane or attended a sporting event has heard this propaganda from Homeland Security. Government agencies adopted, see this? See something, say something, post 911 to encourage citizens to report potential threats of terrorism. Now, what the government doing adopting a coin like this, all right? Because really, they're the ones that started it. It says, of course, Homeland Security version of terrorism sent us unattended packages rather than, say, brutal beatings or extrajudicial murders and encourage anti-Muslim profiling. The campaign, which did little to reduce or expose crime, encouraged communities to surveil and report one another to violent law enforcement systems, which they defunded the police. So really now, when you report something, you gotta, report it to these MRAPs and, these, troops and different men that's in place now. Because again, your local police officers have been replaced, man. All right, by military soldiers. Is a militant type of mindset going on now, man. All right, again, your mind's ready for that. It says, but See Something, Say Something has found a new home in Black Lives Matter movement, which is funded by a damn Edomite. All right. It say, while the slogan began as a call to view our neighbors with suspicion as potential threats, the Los Angeles chapter of BLM has transformed the phrase into a call for compassion and accountability. When BLM activists say "See Something, Say Something" becomes a demand that we look out for one another. It redefines the terrorists. Well, how we look out for one another when we're against one another, man. Our people never trusted each other. All right, but when something is done to each other, our people fold, man. They crack. You see? They don't report that. When the enemy do something to our people, it ain't reported. All right? All we do is protest, those signs up, man. All right? It says, not as the man next to you on the subway or the person you pass on the sidewalk. The real terrorists are the systems that criminalize and brutalize the people they're meant to protect and serve. And who does that? All right? The people telling you see something, say something is the people who criminalizing you and brutalizing you, man. When BLM tells protesters to say something when they see something, they're asking us to be more cognizant of our role in speaking out against the systematic racism that has always been present in the United States, which the father of racism, which racism is just for your kind. All right, there's no more man for their kind than Esau Edom, man. All right, they totally for their kind. They're against the whole world for their own kind. All right, even though their houses is split up against each other. It says it's our responsibility to look out for one another and protect each other when we witness acts of injustice. Well, y'all should be persecuting and locking each other up, man, with your injustice system. You see, because they are mischief by law. All right. It says whether they be from violent police officers or corrupt prosecutors or spineless males. To fully understand how BLM repurposed "if you see something, say something," it's important to imagine where the phrase originated. After 911 advertising from Corey K and partners pitched the Department of State Justice and Homeland Security on an ad campaign to make Americans more aware of potential terrorist threats, the federal government turned down the firm, which then approached the Metropolitan Transit Authority of New York, which was originated at. The MTA paid $3 million for the ad campaign and officially adopted "if you see something, say something" and its anti-terrorism surveillance state slogan. All right. "See Something, Say Something" spread across the country from Chicago to Oklahoma to Boston. Even the Department of Homeland Security licensed the phrase in 2010. And I think it originally came into play 2001. But while they're pushing the campaign of it, in these latter years, year or two ago or whatever, saying when that jab came out super duper heavy, man. It's an agenda push. It says the importance of all right. But how many instances of U.S. defined terrorism has "if you see something, say something" really taught? It's hard to say. Homeland Security doesn't publish data about successful tips, but an investigation by the New York Times from 2008 found that one of the tens of thousands of calls New Yorkers made to the city police counterterrorism hotline, seemingly none resulted in a fruitful investigation, much less arrest. Yeah, because most of these 911 operators and emergency operators, man, they're not responding to calls properly, man. All right. They want the world to get in an irate mindset and behavior, man, which it has already done, which they can implement martial law, man. All right, all the app kill you. You see something say something cause needless hyper surveillance among New Yorkers who were urged to view their neighbors as threats. But that's it in that, all right? Because I want to get some of these precepts, and again, Lord willing, they be edifying, man. All right? But the men of the Lord, once again, all right, been in the scriptures doing this, man. All right? There's nothing new under the sun. You see? And as you be, you know, if you want to get on the Lord's side, all right, it says you got to call out evil, man. All right? It says, woe to them that call evil good and good evil. All right? Because if you're seeing wickedness, you got to call that shit out, man. All right? It's commanded of you to do so in the scriptures, as I read in Leviticus. All right? But this is the things that the men of the Lord have seen, especially regarding Edom. All right? This is Psalms. Got to get this one. 37 and 35. It says, I have seen the wicked in great power and spreading themselves like a green braid tree. Yeah, spreading this wickedness across the earth, which the men of the Lord, all right, starting with, you know, Abba Bivens, you know, the elders and apostles and the elders, all right, have been calling this devil out since the 60s, man, the 70s, all right, when Israel, you know, woke back up, okay? Finally, we've been calling them out, you see? But what we have seen, and our mouth has uttered it. We have seen the wicked spreading themselves like a green braid tree. All right? You know? We have seen that. Okay? And when we have seen it, we have put it into this form. This Proverbs 25 and 11. It says, a word fitly spoken is like apples of gold and pitchers of silver. And when we have seen the wicked do it, we have called it out in its season, man. All right? When it has happened. And we steady reporting it day by day. Everything that this devil do that could possibly go over the airways through these video epistles. All right? We're calling it out. All right? So we're doing the job of the see something, say something. All right? We're the true righteous citizens on the planet Earth, man. The we as the Israelites, all right, starting with the, you know, Abba Rataziah's prophets and those that believe upon them. You see? Okay? It says, as an earring of gold and an ornament of fine gold, so is a wise reprover upon an obedient ear. Yeah, man, telling the people, all right, what's going on, man? If they was to obey or hear with their ears, then they would believe, man. All right? Because they clearly could see the wickedness with their eyes. All right? Once they hear with their ears through the words of Yahweh Yahweh Shai, through the prophets, all right? Now they should take action and course, man. Once you see and believe, there's no more, you need no more evidence, man. It's prosecuting time. And the prosecution right now is to call the wicked out, man. All right? Straight up. All right? But these people don't hear. You see, Ecclesiastes 7 and 15. And it reads, all things I have seen in the days of my vanity. All right? Because this life is vain. There's a just man that perish in his righteousness. And we're looking at the righteous perishing, man. All our people, man. The righteous first and foremost is the Israelites. All right? On this side, 1/3 of the Lord people are still righteous in his eyes, man. All right? Because it tell you in Job, I have seen, when have the wicked, matter of fact, let me get that. All right? That our people have saw wrongful things being displayed, though yet they haven't what? They haven't did anything about it, all right? They haven't said nothing, man. And it's happening to their own people, their own kind. All right? Though yet they don't what? They don't say nothing, man. This Job 4 and 7. Remember, I prayed thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where the righteous was cut off. You see? Whoever perished being innocent, or where was the righteous cut off? Because it says there's a just man that perisheth in his righteousness. He's cut up, you know, he's cut off over here. All right? Righteousness is downplayed, man. Therefore, wrong judgment proceeded. Let me get that. All right? It's in Habakkuk. This Habakkuk 1 and 4. Therefore, the law is slack. I start at 2. All is good. O Lord, how long shall I cry and thou wilt not hear? Even cry out of thee of violence and thou wilt not save. See, the men of the Lord is crying out to the Lord about this violence in the earth. The wrongness, the wickedness, man. Why doest thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance? Because that's what we see. You see, we saying the things that we're saying. For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raise up strife and contention, which is the wicked. Therefore is the law slacked, and judgment never go forth. So even if you do say something, like they say, the campaign, when people, it was like effortless. They wasn't solving any crime or investigating nothing, as I read in the article. All right? So it's good for nothing. It says, for the wicked do it compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceeded. You see? So there's wrong judgment proceeding in the earth. I'm going to read Ecclesiastes 7 and 15. All things have I seen in the days of my vanity. There's a just man that perisheth in his righteousness. And there's a wicked man that prolongeth his life in his wickedness. You see? Though the one that's doing wickedness telling you to report it. So basically when you tell them about it, it's falling on deaf ears, Jake. You call it 911, man. When 911 is your enemy. The suspicious activity you supposed to be reporting is you supposed to be reporting to Yahweh Shai, all right, on what's going on in the earth, man. Other than the words of the wicked, holding nothing back, okay? Because again, the Lord is looking upon this devil. You see? Everybody's looking upon this devil. This Habakkuk 1, I'm going to jump down to 13. Thou art of purer eyes than to behold evil, and canst not look upon iniquity. All right? So the Lord is, check this out. Wherefore lookest thou upon them that deal treacherously, and holdest thy tongue when the wicked devour the man that is more right than he know? All right? The Lord is looking on their wickedness and what? He's consuming them by the spirit of his mouth, man. Let me get that. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. Well, 7. Well, 5. Remember ye not that when I was with you, I told you these things? And now ye know that, know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in this time. For the mystery of iniquity do it already work, was during the time of Paul, all right? You know, talking about the Roman time, all right? It says, now only he who now let it will let until he be taken out the way, which is Yahweh Shai, all right? That's why Habakkuk were like, you're too pure to behold evil, all right? Because there had to be a set measure of time where the Lord look upon, all right, Edom and his rulership at the end and then judge it, okay? It says, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. You see? So now this devil is being exposed by the spirit of the Lord mouth. All right? And that's why he say, and hold is thy tongue when the wicked devour the man that is more righteous than he. No. Because the Lord say you not hold his tongue no more concerning their wickedness in the earth. All right? So Habakkuk, your question was answered. You see? This is all right. It's touching the wickedness, man. Second Esdras 15:8. It says, I'm going to read 6. For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. And this is how you know their hurtful works is fulfilled, because for a long time, all right, the Lord had kept quiet, all right? But now he's what? Exposing it. He's exposing the wickedness. For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore, said the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. All right? So the Lord is making good on what he said, man. Okay? Though yet, it tell you in Job, the Lord speaketh once, yea twice, though man not perceive. But guess what? The Lord about to actually speak with action. All right? There had to be a time where he speak with words. All right? That his word may come to pass. This Job 33:14. For God speaketh once, yea twice, yet man perceive it not. All right? Because why? They don't, though yet the Lord is speaking this, you don't perceive at the time Habakkuk ain't perceive it. Because why? The Lord was just in his speaking terms, all right? Because the Lord had to make good on his words at the time he said he was, all right? And not a minute before. You see, so that pretty much was the point, man. We're in that see something, say something spirit, man. All right? We're the only people on the planet Earth. Because if you're saying things that's not reportable, all right, to the Lord, all right? Well, if you're not reporting what you're saying to the Lord and reporting it to your enemy, man, all right? That's, okay, it's going nowhere, all right? It's all about those who report the suspicious activity of the wicked to Yahweh Shai. So I'm going to write this out as a fine man. Until the next time, I'm going to say shalom.